I wonder what's for dinner.
I prefer men.
I love it.
I'm going to jail.
Any day now, StreamYard. Thank you.
All week long.
Mondays, am I right? Oh wait, it's Friday.
And if anybody hears any problems with either of ours audio, please say, "Hey, yeah, you're making weird sounds, brother. You're making weird sounds."
Fart Luther King, wonderful to see you. We're starting out today with just a lovely shot of Meg all by herself, just sitting around at Middleton's court.
And I love the look of, I mean, I could sit and watch Meg for hours.
Yeah. No,
she's got that look that you just like, yeah.
Oh, is she listening to us? What is that face she's making?
She's in agreement. I mean, Meg, numero uno, if I needed to be represented and didn't care if I went to prison or not, it would be Meg.
That's absolutely right. She was actually, because I was listening today watching Judge Middleton over at 3P, and she was very quiet today. Almost like a new Meg, almost.
Really quiet, like she was scared to say anything, or really quiet, like, wow, she's medicated.
How about a mix of both? I'm betting you.
We'll go this, a little bit of that. Why not?
We'll do that.
Why not? Hello, Leather and Lashes.
That's great. Well, good to see everybody. Happy Friday. Good news. Creed gets his truck back as soon as we're done here. I get to go pick it up. Thank God. It's been about a week and a half. Are you checking the dates, Meg? As soon as I said that, she looks up to the camera. Meg, you're freaking me out.
Meg's dating?
With that hair? Looks like she had a rough night, maybe.
I still think this is an intentional hairdo by Meg.
Yeah, the messy look?
Yeah, like messy, like, I'm a hip gal.
Mm-hmm.
Messy.
She really
Kitchen
was
court cases.
Like I was really looking forward to like a couple of Meg moments here and there, but I really didn't I didn't catch like any. Let's say hallelujah to Flusha. You're on the Freaky Friday freight train.
It gets freaky, and it's Friday, Creed.
Yeah.
Speaking of freaky, we're gonna get freaky tonight, and we want you to join us over here on Credence and Mikey YouTube channel, members only. That's right, where we let our hair down and we just go all in.
Meg is great.
We'd love for you to be there.
Meg has some really classic things. Oh, one other thing that happened in Middleton, and we'll get moving. Yesterday, this lady pops on, and she says to Judge, she goes, "Judge, I have to tell you, I've really gotten to know you," or something like this. Like, I've seen so many clips of you on YouTube, and he smiles. And, it was pretty funny, and he says, "Yeah, he basically admitted that he does not look at any of the court shows, any of the clips, any of the stuff, which probably
great idea.
Probably a great idea. Yeah, it's better to just.
I typically don't sit around watching myself on YouTube either.
No, neither do I. That's for sure. Anyways, all right. Hey, let's jump over. Meg's not alone anymore. This guy, by the way, he thought he was getting out. He paid like $1,300, thinking that he didn't
that was going to do it. He'd be fine.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. He's getting evicted, but not worth a watch. I'll tell you that. With something that is worth a watch is a protection order that I believe this we have not seen yet.
Gary, I hope so, because when we play it, because I dug deep into the archive today. I said, you know, I've got so much backlog. I said, I'm pretty sure we didn't see this one. It's a father that they have a great last name, Ham. And he's Ham Sr. and his son is Ham Jr. And they have some problems, maybe some threats of death, that kind of thing. We'll watch all that good stuff. Before that, though, we'll check out this sovereign citizen. I came across this video. I was very entertained by this gentleman. I think his name is Mr. Edwards, but we'll check that out here in just a few minutes. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. I'm ready when you are.
All right, let's jump to it then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go.
The matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Gennaro Edwards.
Gennaro, there it is.
3-007.
Great.
Right off the bat, Gennaro comes in. He's got a emoji pillow behind him.
Yeah, with the money sign eyes. I like that.
Did he win that at the carnival, perhaps? The local fair? Maybe he popped a couple of balloons. Is Creed framing for you guys as much as he is for me? I'm just asking for a friend.
You said you got storms where you're
at?
I see, just nothing's popping up for me, so I don't know.
Yeah, I hope it's just me. If it's just me, that's good.
If it is not just you, though, if chat, let us know if I'm Creed framing, because then I can do at least a quick restart just to see if that, because sometimes that really does help.
I think we're fine. I think it's just me and you.
Huh.
Good. Excellent. That's perfect. Perfection. But yeah, we're going to find out that not only is he a connoisseur of fine pillows, but he's also got a life of crime.
4-7 council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Somebody represent me.
Sorry?
I didn't understand how somebody represent me and I'm representing myself. And I can't see myself on Zoom.
Nobody said they were representing you.
Oh, I thought that's what you did.
He said he was here on behalf of the people.
Oh, okay. My fault. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Okay.
Great start.
You wish to represent yourself, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And why
I can't
is that?
see myself on the screen. No, ma'am.
Okay. I don't know why
I can't see myself on the screen. Now, he's intoxicated. You can tell he's got that lean. He's just leaning all over. He's
slurring
kind
a word or
out
two.
of it. He's already thinking they're saying he has a lawyer and he doesn't. But at least he's representing himself. Representing.
you can't see yourself on the screen.
I can just hear me and see you.
Okay.
But that's okay.
You...
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay. Okay. So you understand, sir, that you do have the right to have court-appointed counsel represented.
Thank you. Feel free to be about 25, 30 minutes late on Monday if you like.
At the expense of the public, if you cannot afford to hire an attorney?
Yes.
Okay, and you wish to waive that, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
You know what,
one more
Mr. Edwards, you need to appear in
person.
person. You need to appear in person today, okay?
It's a train wreck.
How was I supposed to appear in person? I live in East Point, Michigan. That's down there by Detroit. I've been served a summons felony and not a complaint felony. I don't know what's going on, ma'am, and I want to avert the jurisdiction and read my warrant into record.
Oh, wow. That was a mouthful. He's already hitting her with judicial this and judicial that. He's well prepared.
I like how you're kind of flexing money here with this emoji pillow, but yet,
he's not afraid to break with the paper. He's not shy, but he's already, he didn't like that he was on Zoom for a second. Now he's mad because she said, you need to come on down here today.
Yeah. Let's be in person.
He's not happy.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on, man. And I understand this Zoom is illegal according to Tyler versus Illinois 48 for US 400. I know it is. So I know I have to report, but you're gonna have to give me some time because I don't have transportation.
It's illegal.
Okay,
We hear that a lot with the transportation, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew so many Americans didn't have a car? Not even a bicycle, nothing. Could be.
when are you gonna get here?
You're gonna have to at least give me a month. You're gonna have to at least.
No, you're not getting a month. You got a court date on the 13th.
I can't make it. I can't
Oh,
make it.
okay, well, then you'll get a warrant, okay?
I'm asking the court
If you don't appear on the
A month seems reasonable to travel
Yeah.
just a little ways down the road. He's a
I mean,
slow
it's not-
walker.
It's not 65 miles.
He's a slow walker.
13th, you'll have a warrant for your arrest. We're not giving you a month to show up to court.
Ma'am, I'm asking the
Do
court
you have
to
any
adjourn.
questions at this time?
Yes.
What's your question, sir? I'm happy to answer them, but what I won't do is go back and forth with you about nonsense, okay?
Okay. Yes. All right. I have a corn warranto. May I read it into record?
I'm sorry, you have what?
I have a warranto. It's QUO warranto, and I have lack of jurisdiction.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. What is he trying? Anybody?
I have a corn warranto. Is that a sovereign citizen thing? A corn warranto? Maybe we should just hear it again.
You have what?
I have a warranto. It's QUO warranto, and I have lack of jurisdiction and a.
Okay, so yeah, this is some sovereign citizen stuff. He's trying to put in here. He's trying to push it in, but his drunk mouth doesn't work with his sovereign citizen brain. They're just not working together today. Corn warranto. Yes, right there. Corn warranto.
Beautiful.
Objection.
Motion to
Oh,
dismiss.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, you need to file that with the court and serve it on the prosecutor. We're not reading that on the record today, okay?
We can't read it. All right. Well, since
No,
we
you
can't
need to
read it
file
on
it
the
with the
record,
court. You need to do it. You need to do it.
All right, read that. Hey,
Writ or legal action requiring a person to show by what warrant an office or franchise is held, claimed, or exercised. Dopey, was he screwing up the pronunciation, or is that pretty close to it? I've never heard
I think he chewed up the words a little bit, but he did really, I guess, have something he wanted to put. I guess it was towards the prosecutor, but she said, we're not going to read that in today. You got to serve that to the prosecutor. We're not doing that here. Wrong place, wrong time. Cornholio.
Appropriate filing, and then you serve the prosecutor, okay?
I will, ma'am. But I have one more other thing. Since this is probable cause, can you at least let me know what my charges is and who is lodging the charges against me?
Yeah, did you appear
I'm trying to again.
for your arraignment on March 8th?
Yes, I did,
After
ma'am.
my birthday.
And they put me on a
Okay,
personal
were you advised at
bond.
the time of what you were being charged with?
It's hard.
She said something about larceny, but she didn't say from who.
It's exactly what you're being charged with, a larceny.
Yeah, right, but she didn't say from who.
You're being charged by the people of the state of Michigan for count 1 on or about August 19, 2022 through August 20th, 2022 at the area of 4600 Collins Road, City of Lansing, Ingham County, State of Michigan, for allegedly committing the act in count 1 of larceny, $1,000 or more, but less than $20,000. It alleges that you did commit the offense of larceny by stealing money that belonged to a Avonshire. The value of the property stolen $1,000 or more, but less than $20,000. This was contrary to Michigan Compiled Law 750.356(3)A. That's a felony. Maximum penalty 5 years and/or $10,000 in fines, or 3 times the value of the stolen property, which.
I do love though, Creed. If you notice, he has now leaned over like he's taking notes.
And sitting awkwardly sideways and kind of like looking over.
Maybe that's his good side.
That's a pillow, Pamela.
Note taking.
Ever is greater. To impose a fine of 3 times the value, the defendant must admit the amount, or it must be determined by a trier of fact at trial. There's an habitual offender, 4th offense notice. That would enhance the maximum penalty on this. It says take notice that the defendant was previously convicted of 3 or more felonies or attempts to commit felonies, and that on or about May 11, 2016, he was convicted of the offense of failure to return rented property, $1,000 to $20,000 in violation of MCL 750.36583A in the 16th Circuit Court of Macomb County. And that on or about March 7th, 1997, he was convicted of the offense of delivering, manufacturing less than 50 grams in violation of MCL 333.74012A4 in the 4th Circuit Court of Jackson County. And that on or about March 7th, 1997, he was convicted of the offense of carrying a concealed weapon in violation of MCL 750.224 in the 4th Circuit Court of Jackson County. And that on or about March 7th, 1997, he was convicted of the offense of felon in possession in violation of MCL 750.224F in the 4th Circuit Court of Jackson County. And that on or about February 5th, 1993, he was convicted of delivering, manufacturing less than 50 grams in violation of MCL 333.7401248 in the 31st Circuit Court of St.
It just keeps going and going and going.
He's just stretching, looking around like he's got ADD.
You know, he's fine.
Careless.
Doesn't bother him.
Clare County. And that on or about March 14th, 1991, he was convicted of the offense of delivering, manufacturing less than 50 grams in violation of MCL 333.7401248 in the 4th Circuit of Jackson County. And that on or about August 5th, 1991, he was convicted of the offense of delivering, manufacturing less than 50 grams and contrary to MCL 333.7401248 in the 31st Circuit Court, St. Clair, and that therefore the penalties are a maximum of life if the primary offense was 5 years or more, 15 years or less if the primary offense
maximum of life
has a penalty of under 5 years. This is again a larceny with the maximum penalty of 5 years. So you are facing life as a maximum penalty. I ask you again, do you want court-appointed counsel?
Okay, ma'am. I wanna interject that the MCR 404B1 said you have to show conformity to the habitual, and there's no conformity, and is over 10 years old.
This is a probable cause conference.
Good point.
It's over 10 years old, man.
Probable cause conference.
I mean, they're hitting him with charges from way back when. Has he been on the run or something?
Are we going to add on another charge for him not showing up today, or is that just?
Oh, I'm sure he did not show up. He's probably got pajama bottoms. He's wearing them same gray sweatpants I took a picture of myself in the hotel room with. He is relaxed.
I gotta say,
anywhere.
Pretty good move on his part, you know, because I think you guys are right. You walk in there, you almost definitely not coming out if you appear.
He's laying back.
I didn't expect him to have 900,000 things.
I mean, it's a book. Good on this judge to be able to read through that without having to take a drink.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to see you in person next week, okay, sir?
I can't make it now.
Oh, you busy.
Well, if you don't make it, guess what's going to happen? A bench warrant will issue. Go ahead and have a good day. I got other cases to handle.
Shut him down. She shut him down. She shut him down.
So there's that. Listen, we're going to jump over to the Honorable J. Cedric Simpson's court because I saw some rumblings that there's something good that we just missed. So I backed it up about 10 minutes.
You?
We only ask you to get a job and, to go to Job Corps to get yourself together, help yourself. And he says he could put out of the house, he's gonna kill himself. So I hope he don't find him in his room dead.
God.
Yeah.
What she said about only wants me to get a job course, etc. If I get put out, how am I going to be able to do any of that, Your Honor? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Emmett.
That's going to be your own business.
You're right.
I mean, the problem is no, you think you've grown. I mean, I don't think you've grown at all. Because if you're grown, you'd have an education, you'd have a job, you'd be doing for yourself. This wouldn't be an issue because if you had to get out on your own, you could do it. Right now, the problem for you is you're going to get put out.
Yeah.
You have nowhere to go. You haven't set yourself up for life to try to deal with it and have any skills or anything to be able to survive necessarily on your own. That's your problem. But that's not her problem. That's yours. She doesn't have to keep you there. Maybe. And I'm just listening to you today, even as you address your grandma. I addressed my grandmother the way that you did, I would be picking myself up off the floor. No, I'm done with you right now. Because see, you play this respect thing in terms of what you say, but you don't really respect her. Because if you would have never, I don't even know how to say this to you, that you don't, there is no way any man I know who's living with his grandmother or his grandmother is nearby, if she needs a lawn cut, wants it cut a certain way, wouldn't just do it.
Mm-hmm.
She would never have to hire anybody else. Ever. You don't do that because you like it. You do that out of respect for her. She's asked you to go to school, get your diploma. Talk about liking school, doing this. It doesn't matter if you like it. You just go to school out of respect, get your diploma for yourself, but out of respect for her. What do you want to say?
I got like two things, but at the same time I was going to school, I was working too. When I worked a lot of hours. But also when I got paid, I would give her some money on it. And when the thing about the lawn, I would cut the lawn on it. She knows I tell her over 1,000 times, if she asks me to do something, I would do it. She claims that she can't ask me to do things, but every time, for example, she got a new computer, she won't ask me to help her set the computer up, and she want to give me 2 candy bars to help. Like she had 2 candy bars sitting where I was sat at the table, just for helping her set up a computer on it, knowing that I literally control the Wi-Fi in the house. I help set up everything, put up a light bulb, do anything manly, I do, Your Honor. I paint the steps, etc. Everything. Painting this picture like I would not do the manly things in the house.
I don't even know what that means. Because you can do everything.
You're right, Your Honor. But when it comes to the cutting grass, that's what I don't know. But she said, go cut the grass. I would cut the grass in a heartbeat, Your Honor. That's a fact. That's a perfect.
Do we believe that?
He painted a picture of me
How
like
many cane bars?
I'm the type of person.
Young man, why are we here then?
Right here because the whole thing about me getting put out, Your Honor, was probably in 2020 or like December. When I was smoking marijuana, Your Honor.
In her house?
No, I never smoked in her house, Your Honor. She could just smell it.
Was she on her were you on her property?
I mean, yes.
What? Okay, then that's a problem. If she doesn't like it,
Yes.
you don't get to do it. That's just the way it works.
Can't make the
That's
rules when you
just
don't
the
pay
way
the
it works.
bills.
Until you pay the mortgage,
Right?
you can't say anything. I know. So that's what upsets her. Guess what? You don't get to do it.
Facts.
I don't understand how it all came about that you think you get to control anything in her house.
His dramatic pauses are just
Where'd you
Yeah.
get that right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
I don't think that, Your Honor.
Oh, I think you do.
It's the image that you see that she explains, Your Honor.
No, it's also what you said. So don't try to play victim that somehow or another I had my mind made up. I don't have my mind made up. I do this every day. I listen to everybody and what they're saying. So don't try to play your little victim game with me. That all of a sudden she's saying this and everybody's just buying into whatever. I'm listening to what she's saying.
I'm not a victim. I played a victim.
Yes, you are.
he probably doesn't
You're
even
trying to say
that he
she's
is.
saying all this bad stuff
He must
about
be
me.
quiet.
She's saying this. She doesn't know the truth about this. She doesn't know the truth about this. Well, then you need to pick yourself up, put yourself someplace where you can do it. She's just mad at me because I was smoking marijuana in her house or on her property. Yes, ma'am.
When I said about him, that's the only thing about cutting the grass, he said about to find somebody else. But he usually does things I ask him to do around the house.
Shouldn't have to ask you.
Without mouth, he'll do things. But that's not the point. My point here is not that he doesn't do things around the house. My point is he needs to grow up on his own.
Oh, I know.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Not that he doesn't do anything around the house when he got tired of cutting the grass. But my point is he needs to be out of there on his own because he's gonna stay there forever. I saw on TV years ago where this man, 40-some years old, still at home, parents had to put him out. He didn't want to leave, 40 years old. He's 16. And he doesn't, I mean, he's skinny, but he eats a lot. Using more paper towels than the paper towel store. Everything he does, he washes his hands.
He might look skinny on her.
Oh, that's
That
so
boy
good.
ate a whole large pizza by himself and a whole
Ever.
roll of paper towels.
Hallelujah. Thank you so much. By the way, this grandmother and Cedric Simpson, I can see getting along very, very well. They're both very outspoken and making a lot of sense.
Yeah,
His
grandma
hands
just
are
owes him to grow up.
than his feet, cleaner than his mouth. I think he washes a whole roll of paper towels. And so when he gets money sometimes, I tell him to buy some things. He gets a few.
Don't even let me tell you, Your Honor, when he goes in for a number 2, he uses an entire roll. He just wraps it around his hand, and it is.
He don't like one ply for some reason.
A few bucks sometime playing these games. So I put down, he has to buy paper towels, tissue paper, because he uses more paper towels, and he uses a lot of water. So I had to start telling him he's gonna have to pay the water bill. I don't ask him to pay anything because he had a job and didn't make that much money.
Your Honor, he's been taking long, hot showers since he was about 12 years old.
He'll be in there a
don't know what
whole hour.
I don't know what he does in there, but I'm gonna start charging him for it. 'cause-
Water's so hot, Your Honor. He opens the door. It looks like a White Snake concert was going on.
And
inside.
so I didn't feel I needed to. But I mean, the point is, I want him to go and be on his own. That's my real thing here. He needs to be out of there because I can't get him out. He doesn't go out of the house except to do something for me. He stays in that house 24/7. Doing nothing but playing those games half the time. But he'll do it, take out the garbage. He'll wash the dishes after a while. He'll clean up his room.
After a while.
But that's not my, I want him out of there to be on his own, because that's what I'm looking at. So
Well,
I'm tired of folks blaming me for me and my family doing nothing. I'm the blame.
well, you're gonna get your wish.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna grant judgment to the plaintiff, finding that there's no tribal issue. An order of eviction or writ will issue April 24th, 2023. You got 10 days, young man. Figure it out.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
All right.
Ma'am, you'll have to start out.
I like that.
You'll be hitting the streets, son. Pounding.
10 days. I wonder if we're going to see them back in again. Thank you, by the way, for the heads up on that. Even
That was a good one.
we only saw a small portion of it, but that was certainly enough to grasp an idea of what's
Got the
happening
meat and
there.
potatoes on that for sure. And also, hallelujah to Who's Handsome and Sweet Tea for the PP.
Heck yeah, we love the PP.
T, were you trying? If you were trying to send $5, you guys send it friends and family. If you intended to send $4.85, you did it perfect. Just a heads up.
If you do it the other way, they take.
They think we're selling you something, and they take some of the money and
Hey, look
act
at
like I'm your grandson.
look at iPhone going to town with some lettuce there, man. Oh,
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Sometimes I wish we could just zoom the.
Look
you
at
know
the
what I
lady.
mean?
Oh, the lady on the bottom was just picking her nose.
Oh, I'm watching this lady just
Oh,
devour the
she is-
salad. She didn't
She
even
is-
really chew it.
Can we put the bowl just a little closer to our face?
Yeah, that would annoy me so much being that far away.
Like eating
does
from a
any-
mile
you-
away.
Do you guys eat like that? Like I do have to have a bowl close to me, or
I kind of do like this, you know.
Look at her. She just, it doesn't even matter, even if it just pops right back out and down. And that's the third time I've seen that. Look at all that's dropping.
I hope there's a massive bowl down there that's catching all of this. Because she is.
It can't be all going on her lap, right?
No way. I mean, this is if you're into this kind of thing, it might be a turn on.
Don't stop now. I'm getting excited.
Feeding time. That's a lot of lettuce. It looks like it's drowned it in a little bit of the ranch dressing.
Yeah, I believe so. Oh my God, there's more she's dropping than she's getting into her mouth. This reminds me, while we were watching Spy Life one time, a Voyage, rip. Remember when she was basically drinking that salad, like slurping the salad, like almost like it was out of a trough, and it was just it was so. We were perplexed by that.
Her hand defied logic the way she moved.
Yeah, I don't know how her entire is not just salad at this point.
Yeah, if that was me, it'd be all over my boobies. Oh my God, did you see that container?
She nasty.
There was so much there was more dressing than salad.
Oh wow, I'm sorry. I know I'm not one.
I know that's not. This isn't court related, but my God, when you see a spectacle, you got to kind of stop and look.
Yeah, it's like you can't look away.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Come on, man.
She does. She needs a bib.
Oh
wow, yeah,
that
was a big container.
Is she really even chewing? I mean,
no.
She's getting about 3 chews in before she swallows.
What does she have? Razor blades for teeth?
I don't know.
I have to chew my food a little bit. I can't. I could not divide. I even if I didn't eat for 24 hours, I still wouldn't feed like that.
I mean, I'd have the heartburn so bad from eating just so quickly.
Is she done? No, she's going back for more.
She's not stopping till that thing's empty. I guarantee you, pal.
I mean, at least it don't take her long to eat a salad.
I mean, she's like, you see her like, she's kind of crocheting the lettuce onto the fork, getting as much, coverage, optimal amount every single time.
Listen, when I know I'm kind of odd when I devour things, but when I'm eating a salad, I like to grab a little few different things from the salad. You know what I mean?
It's like all lettuce, don't it?
I almost want one of those perfect bites every single time. And she just, that's crazy.
I'm surprised Judge Simpson said something to Emmett up there, Mr. Red Wine, for
he was
smoking the whole time.
Yeah, he was smoking them if he got them.
I don't know if the salad is delicious or the dressing, because there's a lot of dressing there.
I don't think it's an Olive Garden salad because usually I guess they have other dressings there. I just automatically think of the house.
Oh, I love a good Olive Garden salad.
Because it wasn't wet enough. By the way, say it right. It's not a salad. It's a salad.
It's a salad. This salad is not wet enough.
All right. I'm sorry. This happens on the channel once in a while. We get sidetracked like we're children and see like a shiny object or something. But I just can't
Look at her. She giving us the full view on that one.
And I'm pretty comfortable on camera after a couple of years of doing this, with everybody. And I think that I would at least move it somewhere else so that all these I'm sure she doesn't know that she's live on YouTube right now, just devouring a salad like that. But I mean, even just with the people that are in the room, I wouldn't want to watch me just go to town.
I guess so. She's throating it. All right, boys and girls. If we've seen this TPO, tell me. If we haven't, let's enjoy it together, shall we?
No, I kind of want to sell it too.
No more salad.
Is he your only child?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. How many other children do you have?
I have a daughter and a stepdaughter.
Okay. All right. And at the time you filed the petition, were you all living in the same
There's
residence?
some good stuff, is what you're saying?
Yes, me and my son, we live in the same residence.
Was he, when he was served, was he removed?
Yes. He got served Tuesday. And
Okay.
they escorted him off the property Tuesday.
Okay. And has he come back?
No, we came back. I let him come back and get some clothes and stuff, but he hadn't been back to live or anything.
Okay.
Father and son.
All right. How long have you all lived together?
All of life, 30, born and raised together.
Has he ever not lived with you?
No.
Okay. Do you own the home?
Yes.
Oh, that would be terrible.
All right. So
Yeah,
if you
he's
could
got,
go
like,
ahead and
something
tell
on
me
his
why
hair.
you initially filed this petition, sir.
Well, yes, he's mentally ill. He's been diagnosed with schizophrenic,
Oh, no.
and he refused to take any medication. My son needed to be placed in a mental facility that would treat him and help him along with his mental illness. And I wish the court could order him to do that because he won't do it on his own. I have some things here that I can read off to you that's going on with him.
Well, I'd like you to just tell me about why you filed this petition for a protective order. Have there been incidents of violence or threats of violence?
Yes.
Yes, he threatened to kill me and my grandson back in November and December, and I called the cops and they took him to the hospital, but
I mean, that's pretty serious, right? If somebody's schizophrenic. Mary, good to see you. If somebody's schizophrenic, they, and they threaten to kill you and your grandson. That's fairly serious. Be interesting to see what Ham Jr. has to say.
He refused medication when he goes to the hospital. And as of right now, he says that his son is my son. He is the brother.
Okay.
He said his son is my son. And so the son, his son that we see here on the screen, says that the son he fathered is really his father's son, making him his child's brother.
So no relation to Carp, right?
No. He may have an issue.
So he threatened to kill you in November.
Yes, and my
That's how my
grandson
beard
as
is.
well.
Okay. Did he has he ever put his hands on you or harmed you?
Well, he wasn't going to put his hand on me, but he pushed me one time, couple times.
All right. When did he do that?
This was like around Christmas time.
Okay, just in December.
Yeah.
Have a
Thank
thank
you.
you. Hallelujah. The black eyes.
This one is getting serious fast. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
threats of murder. The man thinks his son is really his father's son, making him the brother. If any of these things that Mr. Ham is saying is true,
Okay.
exactly. Ann.
Has he ever done, besides the pushing you a couple of times, has he ever been physically aggressive with you?
No.
Okay. Has he, you said he's threatened to kill you in November. Have there ever been any other threats for your personal safety where you were fearful?
Yes,
I would say
he
so.
he cursed me out and tell me that he'll put my ASS.
You just say poke his
When-
ASS.
Whoop his
How often does he
ASS.
say that? Or how many times has he
Whoop.
said that? Do you know? Is it
Whoop.
so many you can't count, or
That's better than poking.
I would say at least 4 or 5 times in the last couple of months.
Very serious.
and do those comments
Let's
make
call
you
me sure.
fearful for your safety?
Yes, it does. My wife and my grandson live with us, and she don't want to be left alone with him. Like if I leave, she gotta leave with me. And my grandson, he's leaving too as well sometimes, leaving the house because they don't want to be there alone with him, afraid of what he might do.
I don't blame him, to be honest.
Anything else about threats to your safety?
No other threats besides he's on Instagram 24 hours, 7 days a week. And if I tell him to stop it, the other judge, when I went to the other hearing, she said that told me to tell him to stop recording because shouldn't do that. And he continued doing it. And I'll tell him to stop recording the house and telling everybody on Instagram where we live, because that's dangerous as well, And as far as that concerned, he won't stop.
Are they in the same house?
I saw MB just asking that. It's kind of terrifying if it's true. By the way, great pause. So you guys were talking. I didn't catch it until just a second ago. Yeah, whatever's in his hair there, that piece of white something.
I've tried to figure it out. It almost looks like if you have like a feather pillow and one of the feathers escapes.
Yeah. Maybe
You
that's
know,
it.
or maybe it's a fashion statement. Who knows?
Very quickly, I just want to show you. Got no smoker. I can't believe it. He hasn't been getting on these smokers lately. Isn't he usually pretty proactive with that, not allowing that to?
Yeah, that and walking around.
Yeah,
I know.
A lot of movement.
Yeah, park a car. He's got his hands full. It seems like he's having a rough day
That's
for sure.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell me?
Yes, he destroyed my house. Last year he did about $6,000-7,000 worth of damage to the house.
Oh my God!
He went up in the ceiling and said he smelled gas up in the ceiling, and fell through some holes up in the ceiling.
Oh
I
wow!
had to get in the house.
All right, so if that stuff in his hair was pink, we'd think Pink Panther stuff from the
Yeah,
ceiling, right?
so it's got. I mean, it's gotten so bad. You crawl up in the roof, and I could just imagine him like knocking through the ceiling and stuff. It's
Oh man, it's easy to put a foot through, I guess, if you're up there
God.
messing around. But listen, that is certainly a telltale sign of some schizophrenia.
This
No doubt
is
about
getting crazier by the second.
Repaired about $6,000 worth of damage, and about 5 years ago, he poured gasoline on the floor and threatened to throw a match to it.
I'm sorry, what was that last part?
He threw gasoline. I mean, he poured gasoline on the floor.
Because he's thought what?
He poured gasoline on the floor. and
Separate
threatened
incident,
to
ma'am.
Throw a match to it.
Oh, I see. Okay. And when was that?
And this happened about 6 years ago.
How's he not locked up? Can't you force him into like a hospital?
Okay. All right. Anything else, Mr. Senior? I mean, Mr. Ham Senior?
Yes. I had an electrician guy to come out to fix some wires in the house. And the wires in my grandson's room and his room was right next to each other. And the guy had to put run the wires so my grandson had power in his room. And he snatched all the wires out, but the electricity still alive.
Was he getting some copper?
Okay. All right. Anything else?
And
do you need anything else?
The police and the ambulance have been to my house several times. They came twice just this week alone.
They came twice this week.
Yes, ma'am.
What was that for?
He started acting out. It's like he was about to get violent. And see, I'm 65 years old, and I'm not trying to tangle with him.
So when you called the police, you said he was about to get violent. Had he threatened you, or what was he doing that made you call?
I would tell him to go in his room and get off the Instagram and whatever. He just get louder and louder. You can't tell me what to do. I'm just recording whatever I want to record. And he would run bath water and wouldn't get in to take a bath, and he holding the bathroom up. So I asked him to go ahead and take a bath, and he refused to do it at that time. So I had to call the cops and make him aware that he just can't control this house, And so they came out, and every time I called the cops, he would walk out. He would walk out somewhere and go hide, so they can't find him.
I mean, I feel so bad for this dad. I mean, it's really bad. This is one of the worst cases we've heard with somebody that has his issues. It just keeps going.
You got to think about being in your own house and constantly looking over your shoulder. What is he
Yeah.
doing? What is happening? Is he stable at the moment? Can I go sleep without having to worry about?
Oh, you got to
anything?
put locks on your doors on the inside to try and make sure he can't get in.
That is
Oh,
it's crazy. And yeah, let's not forget about the death threats either.
yeah. I mean, again,
And when we play the hallelujah part, where does that play into it?
in my opinion, my ex-husband threatened to kill me, and then he tried. Luckily, my hand was. Oh, he tried to cut her throat. So he choked me and pulled the knife and cut my hand instead. And when you play Hallelujah, does that mean? Is there more to the story?
I think that's a cliffhanger. Dun dun dun.
Or it's just an insult? I don't know which one it is.
I can't tell, Jennifer.
Call the cops when he's running bath water again. This is bad.
Okay, anything else, sir?
Let me take a look at my notes here. Oh yeah, and see, I have a guardianship on him, and I thought the guardianship will help me get him some medical help, but it doesn't do them enough because he refused to take medication when he goes to the hospital, and they can't force him to take it. So
Why
I don't
not?
know. I mean, I've scratched my head ball trying to figure out what can I do to help him, but
I've scratched my head.
he refused any help.
Mr. Ham.
And
Mr.
I
Ham
just-
keeping
I'm
a
just-
sense of
I'm
humor.
just lost, and I'm here today for the court to help me manage him some kind of way, with medication or be put into like a mental institute or
Well, you're here for a protective order, and it's a very limited scope of what I can do here.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, a protective order is asking the court to say that he cannot have any contact with you, that he can't be around you, he can't come to your residence, your workplace, he can't come within 100 yards of you. That's what we do with the protective order.
Exactly. Okay.
All right, and that's what you're asking the court for?
Yes, ma'am.
I know you want some other things too, but you do want what a protective order does?
Yes.
All right. All right, anything else, Mr. Ham Senior?
Well, yeah, my grandson, he's afraid of him too because he doesn't acknowledge my grandson's being his son, so he don't like to be around him either. And
Oh, so the grandson he's threatened to murder along with his father is his own son. The one that he says is his brother. Oh, that makes a lot of sense now too. Oh man. Keeper, by the way, Keeper in the chat. Good to see you here. And I hope everything goes well for you. Hang in there. Let's go.
we just feel uncomfortable with him the way he is. No medication. He go down to he goes to the neighbor's house and aggravate the neighbors. He even went out he went out the 3rd of this month and went down to a place in Lithonia looking for prostitutes, and somebody hit him right there in the head with a gun and hit.
He was looking for what? What did he say he was looking for? Did he say prostitute?
Back that thing up, would you? We need to make sure.
I don't want to accuse him of something he didn't do.
Break the neighbors. He even went out he went out the 3rd of this month and went down to a place in Lithonia looking for prostitutes, and somebody hit him right there in the head with a gun and hit him in the top of the head. That's why he got a little mark on his head now.
Lovely.
He's out looking for prostitutes. He even said that he brings prostitutes to the house when we're not home or when we sleep.
Oh God.
Well, that's, I understand why you don't like that.
Yeah, me
okay,
too.
So
Prostitutes will rob your house. Have you not seen the news?
That's, not. Oh my God.
I don't know what's more dangerous, the son or him bringing the prostitutes to the house to rob the place. Oh, It just gets worse and worse.
I'm going to go ahead and hear from Mr. Ham Jr. now.
Oh,
Mr.
hell,
Ham
here we
Senior,
go.
if you can go ahead and mute.
Ham
I'll come back
Jr.,
to you
everybody.
after Mr. Ham Jr. testifies. Okay?
Right.
All right, Mr. Ham Jr., if you can go ahead and unmute for me, sir. And you've
Can
already
you
been
pause there for a
sworn
second?
in.
So Jennifer, all right. So something to it. Knowing this guy's
Oh,
reacting
this
in
guy.
fear, it's just uncomfortable feel. Obviously, in either of you. Us play. You're trying to spin this that you people sometimes just really. I'm at a loss for words with that. Okay. Can you nitpick anything else? Any other compliments or complaints, please?
Jennifer, I hate to get on the soapbox, but I grew up in a home where I was threatened every day, abused and beaten for 14 years by my stepfather, living in constant fear for the entire sanctity of my childhood, which I didn't actually have. But for you to come in here and say, I have no idea what fear is until you know me, please, for God's sakes, don't comment on me.
That's when you open your mouth about stupid shit, Jennifer. And that right there's the truth. People say some dumb shit sometimes. And if you listen, there's lots of other things you could say. Us playing Hallelujah, because
It reminds you of your husband and with a knife. I'm sorry about that, but we're here to have a good time and try and relax and
sorry,
you know, maybe give everybody a break from their lives.
This
And for you to come in and be like, we're in here just, you know, causing problems. You know, I feel bad for you. I hope you can get some help.
Speaking of help, Mikey, IPT
definitely
Uber. I'm going to give you a couple extra
I
Hallelujah.
appreciate that. On with the show.
To tell the truth. So if you can go ahead and tell me your full name, sir.
Alvin Lewis Ham Jr.
All right, it's Mr. Ham Jr. You've heard your father testify, or petitioner. What would you like the court to know about what he has said?
The first thing I want to say is he bought prostitutes too. So
No.
let's get it.
You know what?
He brought prostitutes too.
Dun dun dun.
Have a timeout, Jennifer.
That wasn't even relevant to this. Okay, so
All right.
you don't
So,
need
and
to
then-
respond to that.
Can you? All right. This is what I would do. Just ask me every question that's relevant to the situation. I answer them truthfully. Can you do that?
I can ask.
Well, that's really different. Instead of him testifying, he wants her to ask him questions instead. We haven't seen that before, have we?
I don't think so.
Ask you some questions if that makes it easier for you. Sure.
Everything you need to know, I answer them truthfully. We'll do it like that.
All right, Mr. Ham, we can do that. So have you lived at your father's residence your whole life?
Yes.
Okay. Have you threatened to kill your
MB for the win.
father in the past?
Yes. I have, but the question is, did I kill him? And also, the one he called the.
Have you threatened your father in the past? Yes, I have. But the question is, did I kill him? We're going to guess no. We're going to guess no.
The one that he say is not that's really my son, and I call him my brother. He threatened to kill me. And that boy threatened to kill me, and my dad called the police on me.
Okay.
But he didn't tell you that though.
Mr. Ham Jr., I just want to talk about really what's going on between you and your dad, okay?
All right.
All right.
But he mentioned his grandson. But I'll let you know his
No,
grandson.
it's not really, I'm not dealing with the grandson right now, okay?
All right.
So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with you and your dad. So you said you did threaten to kill him in the past. How many times
Yes.
would you say you've done that?
When I ain't gonna lie, I get mad sometimes, say things I shouldn't say. But that's my dad. That's my dad at the end of the day. I'm not gonna kill my dad. And honestly, he knows that. If we two grown men, we gonna have altercations. I never touched my dad.
Thank you for the hallelujahs. Too short, Tiff.
Tiff, we appreciate it. You've always been good to us, and we appreciate you being here. Even Ragu Monkey, we appreciate him too.
When me and my dad got into altercation, I walked up to him. He fell. You know why he fell? Because he old. I didn't push him. I just
Okay. All right. That's funny. He said, I mean, obviously he did push him. He said, I didn't push him. He fell. He's old, Your Honor. He's clumsy like the guy yesterday.
walked up to him and he fell. But I wouldn't gain anything for hurting my parents. I wouldn't gain no kind of respect. Matter of fact, I lose respect and dignity and integrity if I put any kind of hands on my parents, let alone some 65-year-old senior citizen.
Okay. So you're saying you've never pushed him?
No, when that day I just walked up to him and he fell. He just don't want to admit he fell. But that's what it was. He fell. He got a bad back. And he just, when I walked up to him, I guess he got scared to fell.
Okay.
I didn't push him.
Scared him to the floor, Your Honor.
You admit that you have been threatening to whoop his ass a lot.
When I get upset, I say things, and he say things too. He asked me, "Did I want to see his his private part?" But I don't call the police every time he say things like that.
Again, he's schizophrenic. Wow. We gotta take everything he says with a grain of salt. I mean,
good point.
I don't see his father being that type of guy.
Another lashes, 5 bones. Thank you, Vikey, right behind you. You guys are the best. Thank you.
Don't mess with family, baby.
Join these hallelujahs. Mikey, I hate to do this to you. Dan's here. I gotta run. I'll see you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Finish.
I got it.
See you. Bye, guys.
I got it. All right. We're almost done. Let's continue on.
All right. And Mr. Ham Jr., are you was there a time you threw gasoline on the floor and threatened to throw a match on it?
But the thing is, I didn't do it. I know where I live. Why would I burn the house down? At least he's being honest. Go to jail for arson. I did put gasoline on the floor. That don't mean I was gonna burn it down. Got to put gasoline on the floor. The matter of fact, when I put gasoline on the floor, they wasn't home. So if I could burn the house down, I would have burned it down.
Okay. All right. And sir, your father testified that you received a diagnosis. Is that correct? What he said?
That is correct, but the diagnosis is incorrect. But I'll tell you about the diagnosis. A long time ago, I was like 14 years old. I used to smoke weed. And I used to be like doing things in the streets. I had a problem with someone one day, and so I was out, and weed already make you paranoid. So I was smoking weed one day, and I came home and laid in my bed. My cousin came in my room and laid on my chest like she was my girlfriend.
All right, hang on a second, Mr. Ham Jr. So I'm just talking about, have you been diagnosed? It sounds like you said yes. Okay.
But I'm telling you the reason why they say this. Like I'm giving you.
I'm just asking if you've been diagnosed with that. Do you disagree with your diagnosis?
Yes, I do.
He left. He won't be back till later.
And are you under the care of a psychiatrist right now? Is there anyone you see regularly?
No.
Okay. All right. When's the last time you had?
Angela, thank you so much for the kind, generous, nothing but love, baby. Appreciate it. Is there any way under the sun that he doesn't get this? I mean, he is absolutely bonkers. I know it's not a medical term, but he's bonkers.
Had some psychiatric care. Do you remember?
On time when my parents they start stuff with me. And then when I get upset, call the police. And that's when I go to the hospital. They start things with. I don't just go in there and do.
You've never gone on your own to see somebody?
No. And then when I was quote unquote, when they were saying I was getting better, I wasn't even taking the medicine. They were saying I was getting better and I wasn't even taking it. Okay. So that messed up the doctor practice. They were like, he doing so much better, he doing good. He take his dad to work, all that kind of stuff. And I wasn't even taking the medicine, and they tell these doctors I'm getting better.
Okay. All right, Mr. Ham Jr.
Well,
I think I've asked you all the questions that I have
I
right
feel so
now.
bad for the dog.
You were able to go back to your dad's place and get some of your stuff. Have you gotten all of your stuff?
No, I didn't.
Okay, how much do you have left?
I got my Xbox. I got my Xbox, my TV clothes. I still got clothes stuff over there. My Xbox, my TV and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. All right. You can go ahead and mute yourself again, Mr. Ham.
Yeah, I'm glad she stopped him right there on that one, because that one seemed like it was about to get obscene, maybe. I'm not really sure.
Junior.
All right.
Fun story. No, his parents gave him that name. Fun story, right?
Mr. Ham Senior, is there anything else that you need to tell me? I'm not saying you need to, but just giving you an
There's
opportunity.
really no need, but yes.
Well, I mean, 20 years that he been schizophrenic. It'll take us all different to tell you everything, but I just told you the main
Yeah,
ingredients.
I don't.
The main ingredients.
Yes, as far
Thank
as
you, Flusha.
that's concerned, I don't have anything else right now at this moment.
Okay.
I don't think you need
All right.
more,
I will
sir.
be, I'm going to take a very, very brief recess. I will be right back with you all. Okay.
Okay.
And through the magic of television,
Okay,
she'll
that
be
this
right
hearing
back.
has been conducted today in a respectful fashion. I am going to find that there is sufficient cause for me to keep the family violence protective order in effect for the next 12 months. There have been threats of family violence. And this order will expire naturally 12 months from today's date, and that'll be March 15th, 2024. I am going to go through
It's going to be hard to keep him away.
Mr. Ham Jr., the respondent, is enjoined and restrained from doing anything or threatening to do any act of injury, maltreating, molesting, harassing, harming, or abusing Mr. Ham Sr. and his household, family or household. Mr. Ham Sr. is awarded sole and exclusive possession of the residence
I can only
at issue
imagine.
in this case on Deep Shoal Circle.
right, so-
Respondent is
It's granted. That's it. He's got to stay away. He's dangerous to the family, dangerous to himself. The guy needs to allow them to get him some help. Like you guys, Courtney coming in. I'm pretty sure, I know I'm way behind. Let's see here. The cousin story. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. You gotta get that Xbox. I mean, he needs something to do for sure. I am going to skip over all these comments. I hate to do that, but with me having to do everything right this minute, keeping up with the comments is a little. The main ingredients, of course, were prostitutes, gasoline, and that thing in his hair. I thought it was weird. He come back on his dad with the no dad. I learned getting prostitutes from my dad. My dad was the main prostitute getter in the household. Let's hope he gets some help. Let's hope he doesn't hurt anyone in the family. Because if that happened, I'd be very sad. You guys are the best. I really appreciate it. Just like Ed here. I appreciate Ed. Also, check out our good friend over there at Kitchen Court Cases. She's on late nights because she lives, down there on that west side. Check her out. Very fun. I like it. I like watching people cook. So she puts that with the cases. Good little crowd in there. Big things coming. Thank you so much, Kitchen Court Cases. And Ed just doing it. One more for Ed. Because Ed is on the caboose, baby. You guys will be back at 4:05 for We Got a Chase. It is Florida Friday. So that's all you need to say about that. It's going to be full of action, excitement, and intrigue. Nope, never mind. Iowa Golfer is now on the caboose. So let's go ahead and thank everybody like only I can. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And this weekend, your homework. Go back and watch old videos, old TPOs, old cases we covered back in the day. And yes, those old videos might have a little more talking, slightly, but it's just as good, baby. I promise you. I won't lie. I would never lie. Let's go ahead and thank everybody, shall we? On the Freaky Friday Freight Train of Love. Flusha, Gary, Angela, Victoria, who's handsome, Sweet Tea coming in with that awesome PP for us. Amber, IP2 Zoomer, great name. MB, Tiff, Leather and Lashes, whipping it up. Viking, Angela again, Flusha, Courtney, Ed, and Iowa golfer Lisa, knocked out of the spot by Jonathan. The Jonathan Hart of the Hart Foundation. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Never forget it. Until the next one, stay safe, stay cool, and don't ever let some fool tell you who you are, baby. Now scissor me, daddy ass. You got to rewind it. It's at the beginning. The drunk sovereign idiot. It's at the beginning. Rewind. Be kind. And Keeper, again, thanks for stopping by. We out.